So we're rounding up leadership. So we always know what a leader is. The person who tells us what to do, guides us on how to do it to achieve a goal. It's different. The goal is different from an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is that individual who has put money into a business and wants to get a return on it. But as soon as you are getting this return, it's inevitable that the business will continue to remain small. The business will succeed and to expand. As soon as the business expands, you have to change your mindset of that person who wants to be everywhere to that person who can entrust people, who can trust people to do a job, who can surround himself with specialists, talented people that are honest. So that is the mindset, that is the transition you need to have as soon as your business succeeds. So as soon as your business succeeds, you have to start changing your mindset as an entrepreneur to becoming a leader. So, but in the course of doing that, it is inevitable again that you will face different problems because it is not what you're used to. You're just transiting into it. So it means there's likelihood that you face some difficulties. So what are those difficulties you could face from transiting from being an entrepreneur to becoming a leader? Difficulties in developing from entrepreneur to a leader. When changing from entrepreneur to leader, it is inevitable that an entrepreneur will face some difficulties, such as one, adapting the mindset. The mindset is to take charge, to be in charge of everything. That initially, when you started your business, you want to take charge of everything. But now the business is growing. You can't be here and be there. You need people to be there for you to continue to be consistent with the success. So that means you have to start changing your mindset. But this is not what you are used to. The business that you've been controlling for over 10 years, now suddenly you just have to change it to having people to take charge of certain strategic area. So it might take time for you to adapt to that change. That is the mindset. Do we understand it? So I wrote, entrepreneurs are always eager to keep control of their business, but as soon as the business becomes bigger, this will be difficult to do as delegation will be needed for proper running of the business. You start thinking about delegating, letting people to act on your behalf. But it is not what you're used to. So adapting to that mindset might be a bit difficult. Do you understand the first difficulty here? So the first difficulty you could encounter is to adapt to the mindset of a leader, forgetting about being an entrepreneur. The second one, stress. With more responsibility due to expansion in terms of the employees and other stakeholders, entrepreneurs will face more stress dealing with different stakeholders, especially when there's conflict. You now start dealing with different stakeholders, employer, your employees, your managers, your directors, some investors, government, and so on. You have to deal with these people. Dealing with them will take a lot of time and stress out of you. It's not easy to deal with people like that, especially when there's conflict, because conflict is inevitable. There's going to be disagreement. You're not dealing with robots. You're dealing with people with different mindsets. There's dynamism. It means there's going to be a time you will face conflicts, disagreement among your workers, disagreement between your suppliers. So as this time comes, you need to find a way to solve them. And with conflict, it brings about a lot of stress. That's another difficulty you face as an entrepreneur. Do you get it? Stress. Stress. Is it clear? The third one, sharing ownership and control. Some entrepreneurs may struggle with the loss of control when partners join the business. As profits will be shared, they may feel that the effort is being undermined. Now that I have to share profit with new investors, they were not there when I started this business 10 years ago. But now, the profits we make now, we have to share it. You feel like, oh, my effort is being undermined. I'm supposed to get more than what I'm getting right now. Do you understand the point? So, sharing ownership will bring about sharing profits. And entrepreneurs they may not like this. But you cannot continue to expand your business without involving other investors. To be able to compete with the top, you have to invest, you have to allow people to join your business. So this can be done, but when you have to share the profit, then you're like, oh, the effort of those years, who's paying for that? Do you understand? The next one, trust. Some entrepreneurs may have trust issues as they may feel reluctant to delegate. This may raise questions among workers. So now that the business is becoming bigger, the owner of the business wants to be everywhere, they will ask questions. Why can't he just trust us? Why can't she trust us with some certain things? You can't continue to do everything. So if you continue to do everything, then they will ask questions. Oh, does he have or does she have a trust issue? Then questions will come. And that is not good for the entrepreneur. That's not good for the business. Do you understand? So you have to start thinking about trusting people. So trust issues might be another problem you could have. The next one, lack of leadership qualities. Yes, leaders, they have different qualities. You have to be a visionary. There are things that you have to be a good communicator. You have to see the end from the beginning. These are qualities that a leader must have, which is not necessary for an entrepreneur to have. For an entrepreneur, they have their own qualities. Do you get the point? So now that you are transiting to become a leader, if you don't possess the features of a leader, then you might be scared to become a leader. Do you get the point here? Because I lack the quality of a leader. I lack those qualities, and I know I lack it. So why do I have to be? So I wouldn't want to face my fear. But normally you're supposed to face your fear because it's your weakness. So because you lack those qualities, you might not want to transit to become a leader. But you have a solution. It's a problem which can also be solved through education and training. Do you understand? So, but the point is, the difficulty you could face as an entrepreneur is lack of quality. When you don't possess the charisma or the characteristic of a leader, it would affect you because it will show, oh, you don't know how to communicate. And like then, you don't even have to see people. Just make orders and things are fine. But now you have to convince people. It's not just about you, it's about us. That might be difficult. Is it clear? That's the last one. Then, these are the problems. They need to be overcome. So that means we have to face the fear to succeed. So what are those things we need to do? Overcoming difficulties. Entrepreneurs may use different methods to overcome their difficulties. Example as follows: one, delegation and trust. The problem is about trust and delegation here. I can't trust people. I don't know if they're going to do the job well. The efforts of 10 years, I don't just want it to go to a wash. So you have to start trusting people. You have to delegate authority. So the only thing you need to do as an entrepreneur is surround yourself with people that are talented, that have got the skills needed, that you can trust. Then you start believing that they're going to carry out that job. So I'm going to read further. A successful leader must be able to trust and delegate authority, as this will improve the performance of the business. You can't be here, be there. So it means for you to be here, someone has to be there. So that both of you can work and the performance of the business will improve. Stop that already. So what do you need to do as a good leader? A good leader will surround themselves with talented, honest, and trustworthy people. So when you're able to surround yourself with good people, then you should be rest assured that the job will be done. Just imagine if the owner of this school continues to be everywhere. The school will not be successful. He or she needs to, or they need to delegate authority. Is it clear? The second one, earn respect. All these problems can be solved if an entrepreneur is able to earn the respect of stakeholders, earn the respect of your employees, earn the respect of the directors, the owners, the investors, government, customers, and the rest. How can you earn their respect? You can earn it through your actions. Let them know you have something up here. So the way you treat them, the way you act, would make them to respect you. And as a result of that, they would not want to misbehave. So respect is earned. If you can earn it, then you're fine. Is it clear? The third one, maturity and experience. Some people are born leaders. They have the charisma. It's natural with them. Some, they have to go through walk of life. Based on experience, then they become a leader. Do you get it? You know, some will get it through delegation. So you continue to delegate authority to different kind of people. You are empowering them. They will become leaders too. Do you get it? So it is about maturity and experience. Maturity based on the fact that it is in you, it is inbuilt. You have the charisma. The experience comes with your walk of life and the rest. Is it clear? The next one, education. Yeah, some people are not born leaders, but you can get this through training. Go to courses, leadership training courses. You can learn from that. Is it clear? Is it clear, please? And the last one, reduce stress. When we talk about reducing stress, it is a natural phenomenon. So it's just things, it's a common sense thing. First, do exercise. Share your feelings. Desist from alcohol. You don't take alcohol. Rest. Take a balanced diet. All these would reduce your stress as a leader. Do you understand? Any question about this? Thank you.